Thanks everyone for joining us. We'll kick off tonight with defender Griffin Dorsey. Griffin, just start us off with just general thoughts on tonight's game from your perspective.
Yeah, I think as a team we started a little slow in that second half, and I think everybody could see it. I can only speak for myself, but I think from the start it just needs to be a little bit better. We need to start more on the front foot. And I think we saw a lot of positives coming out of the second half, putting them under pressure.
All right, we'll turn to a question. Just so Griffin gets familiar with your guys' names, please say your name and outlet for your first question. I'll start with Austin, then Michael.
Thank you. Griffin, Austin David with Orlando City SC. You've been here, 4 days? How tough has it been just kind of coming in, adjusting, and then playing a game with brand new teammates in the span of 4 days?
Yeah, I think it's been a bit of a whirlwind, but this is part of the profession. And I think it's obviously challenging to get to know a bunch of new teammates in a new environment. But I still think that as a team, and including myself, we can start better tonight, especially in the home opener in front of the fans. I think it can just be better from the start.
Michael Citro with the Mainland. Griffin, you came within a whisker of having your first goal with Orlando tonight. The ball just looked like it popped up, might have caught your elbow there. Just tell us about that play and what you did differently in the second half. Aside from the two changes that Oscar made in personnel, what other changes did you make at the half?
Yeah, I think Oscar, he just had a tactical switch going into the second half, and obviously making some changes and getting us prepared to play in a different style, more aggressive style, which I think helped us, and I think threw Red Bulls off of their game a little bit. And yeah, as for the goal, I didn't think that it hit my hand, so I celebrated like that was my first Orlando City goal, but there'll be more moments to come.
Mike?
Hey Griffin, Mike Gramajo with Wesh 2. I wanted to ask you a little bit about the first half, not probably the ideal, and you kind of touched on a little bit about it, on how the team finished the second half a little bit more on the front foot, but would kind of take us to how that first half was, kind of just taking it in as far as with Red Bull just pushing in from the outside, and what was the halftime talk like to kind of spark some type of tactical change and just performance in that second half?
Yeah, I think that going into the second half, it was just about being more aggressive. There's nobody out there that's going to save us. We dug ourselves that hole, and we need to work our way out of it. I think that was basically the message. And yeah, I think just the start of the second half, I think it felt like a whirlwind, and we, I guess myself, we just needed to be more aggressive like we were in the second half.
Luis?
Hi, Luis Carlos Pineda from Loud and Proud Orlando. Thank you. I wanted to ask you, that partnership of you and Pasalic on the wing, how's that brewing? Obviously, you're a newcomer. You guys are getting used to each other. How can you tell us a little bit about that? Thank you.
Yeah, I think that once again, as you said, it's something that's brewing. I can feel it. He's an incredible player, and he's got an incredible left foot. And so, yeah, I think it's just something that we need to continue to grow into as soon as possible, because the season's here, and there's no excuses going into next week. I need to feel integrated. I need to feel connected to everybody, and we need to put a performance together to beat Miami.
Nathaniel?
Nathaniel Rivas with News 6. It seemed like in the first half, y'all were really on the back foot. Red Bulls was controlling the midfield. Y'all didn't really get a lot of shots on goal. What were they doing in the midfield to kind of make it difficult and keep y'all on that back foot?
Yeah, I think you can kind of boil it down to just the aggressiveness that we talked about. I think in the first half they came out with more aggression, and in the second half I think we came out with that aggression. And so I think it's just about figuring out how we can be on the front foot, especially at home against these teams, for 90 plus.
Mike?
Obviously, you just got here this week. I'm just kind of curious to see what your week has been like. Obviously, coming in, being thrown right into training, and then into that starting 11. Has it been a little bit of a whirlwind for you? And I don't know, kind of take us into what these last 4 days for you.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's definitely been a whirlwind. I think I arrived like 9:30 on Tuesday night, and into training on Wednesday. Once again, this is part of the business, and this is why it's important to be as professional as you can on and off the field, because you never know when something like this is going to happen, and we prepare as pros in order to handle these types of moments. So yeah, it's been a whirlwind, but I'm excited to be here, and there are no excuses. The season's here, so it's time to get results.
Okay. All right, we'll pause there. Thank you, Griffin.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.